They just announced breaking news right now. We have a logo. That is the official Caitlyn Clark Nike logo. And it's not just that. I mean, this is cool. Nike has just announced that a signature product line will be dropping soon with signature shoes coming.
The sports world is used to headlines about big games, buzzer beaters, or even dramatic rivalries. But every so often, something drops that doesn't require a single ball to be dribbled. That's exactly what happened when Nike unveiled Caitlyn Clark's Double C logo, a design so simple yet so powerful that it instantly rewired how fans, brands, and even rival athletes viewed the landscape of women's basketball. This wasn't just a corporate announcement. It was a cultural jolt, a reminder that branding in modern sports is every bit as important as the box score.
Feels good. Got the pants, got the charms, necklace, zipper, everything.
For months, speculation circled online about whether Clark would get her own logo or signature shoe, and when it would happen. Critics wondered if Nike was taking too long, while fans demanded answers. And then, without warning, the reveal hit. The internet did what it always does when something seismic happens. It exploded. Hashtags trended, clips circulated, and reaction videos piled up within hours. In the blink of an eye, 2 interlocking letters became more recognizable than some entire franchise logos.
You don't get told no. Like, you're going to get the yeses. You're going to get more yeses than nos, and just being able to know that. So I'm excited for that. I know that's going to come soon.
That's the part people underestimate. Logos aren't just about design. They're about timing, emotion, and the story they unlock. And Nike, in trademark fashion, understood exactly when to strike. The rollout wasn't just a release. It was an announcement of dominance. For Caitlyn Clark, it wasn't the start of a brand. It was the confirmation of an empire in motion.
It looks really unique. I think it's very creative for Caitlyn Clark to come up with something like this. And I just enjoy, all of it. It's like aura.
It's simple, yet it speaks a lot.
I love it so much.
I'm a big fan of it. Simplicity is the best. I like the design. Nike always does great with design, so I'm a huge fan of the logo.
It looks really cool. I was really excited to see it last night, and it looks like we're going to get shirts with it on it, so that's pretty exciting too.
I like it. I like how it incorporates the CC.
I love it. Double C's. Let's go, Caitlyn!
Nike could have quietly slipped Caitlyn Clark's logo into a press release, but instead, they turned it into a spectacle. The first product carrying her initials, a navy and yellow tee, hit shelves on September 1st, with an expanded apparel collection scheduled for October 1st. And this wasn't positioned as a small test run. Nike seeded the logo across social feeds, promo spots, and major retail hubs, making sure the reveal felt like an event. It wasn't just another piece of sportswear, it was the first chapter of a legacy.
I've been telling y'all to stay patient. I've been telling y'all that Nike takes their time, that Asia Wilson's shoe deal was 2 years in the making, that Paige Beckers had PEs, not her own signature shoe, and that Caitlyn Clark's was 100% coming. And people kept saying, oh, Nike fumbled the bag with Caitlyn. It has to get out there. Nike fumbled the bag. No, they didn't. It takes time. She's got to develop a whole freaking product line.
Fans didn't just buy the shirt. They treated it like memorabilia. Early stock sold fast, resellers swooped in, and anticipation for the October collection spiked. By pacing the release this way, Nike ensured that Clark's brand would stay in the conversation for weeks, not hours. Every rollout builds momentum, setting the stage for what comes next. A full signature shoe line expected to anchor Nike's basketball business for years to come.
Angel Reese first signature shoe is set to release. It's set to release. Now, it's not a bad shoe. This is my only problem with it. The colorway. I just feel like they could have had a little more fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Especially being that it's for the All-Star game. Why do a basic white shoe? Man, you could have did so much more to make this shoe pop. And y'all just nah, we just gonna do a regular white.
And since you're watching this breakdown, let me pause for something important. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. It helps us grow, keeps you updated on the biggest stories in women's basketball, and ensures you never miss an episode. While you're here, drop a comment with your thoughts on Clark's new logo, and smash that like button. It really makes a difference for smaller channels like ours. Plus, we've got something extra. Join our free newsletter at basketplay.online and grab your free guide packed with exclusive women's basketball insights. By signing up, you'll get insider updates, behind-the-scenes details, and content you won't find anywhere else. Don't miss out.
Angel Reese is now quoted as saying, "I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person." She refuses to say Caitlyn Clark's name. "It's because of me too, and I want you to realize that."
On the surface, the interlocking double C logo seems almost minimal, but Nike is rarely minimal for minimal's sake. The mark was designed with layers of meaning. 2 bold letters connected, with a subtle third C woven in, symbolizing Clark's connection to her fans, her relentless confidence, and her limitless shooting range. A logo that looks simple enough to wear on a t-shirt but complex enough to carry symbolic weight. That's the kind of design that lasts.
Caitlyn Clark is simply the talk of the internet today. Her and Taylor Swift broke the damn internet. Yes, bro. And for all the people that was hitting me up about Caitlyn Clark's signature logo, somebody said it looked like Chanel. I said it looked like Gucci. But whatever it is a luxury sports brand. I can't think of very many luxury sports brands. Guys, yeah, do you, like, I'm a fashion guy. And I understand what Nike is doing. Nike is trying to get into the luxury brand style.
This is how Nike thinks decades ahead. It's not about one season, one highlight reel, or one playoff run. It's about giving fans a symbol they can rally around for years. Just like Jordan's Jumpman became bigger than the man himself, the double C could easily grow beyond Clark the player, transforming into Clark the global brand. Every time that logo appears, on hoodies, billboards, TikToks, it reinforces the same story. This is more than basketball. This is identity.
Sorry, young lady. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody would be watching the WNBA additionally for you. This is all about Caitlyn Clark. Caitlyn Clark is bringing the money to the game, the planes to the game, the TV viewership. The WNBA is on fire because of Caitlyn Clark.
If you're wondering whether the hype is genuine, look no further than Caitlyn Clark's Kobe Fee Protro PE in fever colors. Released earlier this year, it sold out in minutes, crashing websites as thousands scrambled to secure a pair. Within hours, the shoes were flipping on resale platforms for nearly double their original price. This wasn't artificial scarcity, it was demand moving faster than supply could keep up.
She seeks that attention, right? And another thing is, it's obvious she's jealous of Caitlyn. Every interview, every tweet, everything is about Caitlyn. I haven't yet to see Caitlyn even respond to her yet. Have y'all?
No.
So when you asking me like, yo, I get it, everybody's watching women's basketball now, who's the real reason? Well, yes, you are right. Reese has a small amount of that, right? But the other real credit goes to Caitlyn, not just because what she's doing outside the court and she's waving her hand and all that. It's because she's giving buckets in basketball, right? And she looks like Steph Curry. And that's simple.
Moments like this set the tone for everything Nike has planned. Fans now know they need to act immediately when Clark products drop, and that behavior fuels the frenzy. It's not just about buying gear, it's about being part of something cultural. The resale heat, the social media buzz, the viral unboxing videos, all of it forms a cycle where Clark's brand feels not only valuable but untouchable. That's the true power of demand. It turns merchandise into moments.
People are selling the new Caitlyn Clark Kobe's for double, sometimes more than double what they actually paid for them. So it's been estimated there's about 13,000 of these shoes that were released from Nike, and literally within minutes, all sold out for about $190 a piece. People knew these were going to be hot, so resellers were picking them up on the cheap and now doubling and sometimes tripling their profits on a place like eBay. So if you were lucky enough to get a pair of these, put them up on eBay, you're going to sell them for around $350, $400 minimum, depending on the size. And that's just kind of the way it works right now with anything Caitlyn Clark related. The stuff is really hot. Watch for Caitlyn Clark stuff because it sells off the shelves, especially on eBay.
The reported $28 million 8-year deal between Clark and Nike hasn't been officially confirmed by the company, but multiple outlets cite it as one of the most lucrative contracts in women's sports history. Beyond the number itself, the significance is clear. Nike isn't just betting on a hot rookie. They're building around a generational superstar who can carry their basketball portfolio well into the next decade.
Caitlyn Clark can't have anything without some negativity. Sports Illustrated posted this, but I actually read the article. It's just hater. He used random people's opinions on X and Twitter. Fans don't like her logo. No, you don't like the logo. You just found some random people that agree with your opinion. This is called confirmation bias. I can't stand people like that. What they do is they find anybody who confirms their bias. So what they do Google searches and things like that instead of just being objective. No, I think most people like the logo.
And the money isn't just symbolic. With every sold-out drop and viral headline, Nike validates its investment. Clark is already breaking records for merchandise sales and jersey demand, proving that this isn't hype without substance. It's a marketplace responding to real star power. By spacing out her product line and feeding the narrative step by step, Nike ensures that each milestone, logo, apparel, shoe, feels monumental. It's not just business strategy, it's empire building.
If you are hoping to get your hands on the Caitlyn Clark version of Nike's Kobe Bryant sneaker, you're out of luck. They are out of stock. The WNBA star teamed up with Nike for a player edition of the Kobe 5 Pro Tro, decked out in Indiana Fever colors. You see them on your screen. They dropped at 10 a.m. Monday, and they sold out before 11 a.m. In fact, in just minutes. The $190 kicks are already showing up on the secondary market at close to double the retail price.
Caitlyn Clark's new Kobe Bryant 5 sneaker sells out online in minutes. There hasn't been this much calamity over a white woman's shoe since Cinderella and the glass slipper.
While Nike was carefully orchestrating Clark's rollout, Reebok was charting a different course. The company announced a bold reboot of its basketball division, putting Shaquille O'Neal in charge as president and Allen Iverson as vice president. As part of that push, they signed Angel Reese, banking on her college stardom, charisma, and social media presence to power their comeback. For Reese, it was a chance to lead a brand rather than compete for attention within Nike's crowded roster.
My problem with Angel Reese is that when we talk about an attitude can make somebody unattractive, her attitude and just her demeanor really rubs me the wrong way. I'm not on the court, so maybe Caitlyn Clark has said something crazy to Angel Reese. I have not heard it. Angel Reese, whenever she has the opportunity to throw a shot, she does, and she makes herself look like an ass. They're watching the WNBA because of one person. It's okay. A talented player, maybe you and Caitlyn Clark will share the lead down the line, but most people are watching games because of Caitlyn.
Reebok promised her a signature shoe with timelines pointing toward 2025 activity and a 2026 full release. It's ambitious, but risky. Unlike Nike, Reebok doesn't have the same global infrastructure or cultural dominance in basketball. Reese may become the centerpiece of their revival, but she's shouldering the weight of a brand trying to claw its way back to relevance. Every move she makes will be compared against Clark's, and that comparison isn't always fair. Still, the rivalry creates a fascinating contrast. One athlete is spearheading Nike's global push, while the other is trying to reignite a brand many had written off. If logos and sneakers weren't proof enough, consider the jersey numbers. Clark's draft day jersey became the fastest-selling in Fanatics history, and she quickly rose to claim the second best-selling jersey in all of basketball, trailing only Steph Curry. Think about that. A rookie in the WNBA outselling LeBron James and Luka Doncic. That kind of cultural momentum can't be manufactured. It has to be earned. And the ripple effect is massive. Every viral highlight, every sold-out piece of merchandise, every trending hashtag lifts not only Clark's profile, but the entire league. The WNBA is seeing spikes in viewership, ticket sales, and social relevance, all fueled by Clark's gravitational pull. Nike recognized this from the start, And now, every product tied to her name becomes more than just gear. It's a ticket into history. That's why the double C logo already feels bigger than a player. It feels like the emblem of a movement. The next chapter is already mapped out. The October 1st apparel collection will keep Clark's brand in the spotlight, and fans are already circling dates on their calendars. Beyond that, Nike's pacing hints at something bigger. A signature shoe launch in 2026, backed by a full collection that will cement Clark's place in sneaker history. For Reebok and Angel Reese, the path is similar in timing but vastly different in scale. Their first shoe push is also expected around 2025 to 2026, but whether it sparks global hysteria or simply fills shelves remains to be seen. For now, one truth is unavoidable. Caitlyn Clark isn't just shaping her own career, she's redefining how women's basketball fits into global sports culture, and that's where you come in. If you want to stay ahead of every drop, every controversy, and every headline, don't just watch. Subscribe to the channel right now, hit like, and leave a comment with your take. And for deeper coverage, join our free newsletter at basketplay.online. You'll get insider updates plus a free guide with exclusive women's basketball insights delivered straight to your inbox. It's the best way to stay connected to the movement as it unfolds. Because this story is far from over, and the next chapter might be even bigger than the one we just witnessed.